What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the Montreal Canadiens and Colorado Avalanche making a deal, sending Danny Briere to Denver and Parenteau back to Montreal and return to Montreal. From an X's and O's standpoint, I think it's easy, excuse me, to say that the Habs want. Obviously, Parenteau gives you more than Briere does at this stage in his career, but you got to look at it more than just the surface level of the trade. Colorado is looking to re-sign Stastny. Their cap hit's almost washed out. And they sent a fifth round pick next year to Montreal too. But from the salary perspective, they all pretty much wash out. And that for this season. Next year, Briere's a free agent, so you don't get you have $4 million in cap relief for next summer. And the bottom line is, are they going to use this cap room to re-sign Stastny, or are they going to re-sign Stastny, address the defense position, re-sign O'Reilly? What's going on here? So for Colorado, it was more of a calculated move to address other issues, I think. It's not too different than what Tampa Bay did last night in terms of making deals to clear cap room. You got good young teams. You just need some new pieces in there. And, sacrificing a guy like this, Briere still has a little bit left in him. He was really good in the playoffs for the Habs, especially against the Bruins. But, you look at it from that perspective. You look at it from, what are you going to get out of your young forwards going forward for Colorado? That's a big thing. Is everyone going to step up? Not only on their productivity, but what are they going to be making? A year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. You got to start thinking about stuff like that. And I don't really. I don't like it from an X's and O's standpoint of a hockey perspective, but I really believe that they made it for the bigger picture. They had the long term in mind more so than what can we do to improve this team last year. And if I remember correctly, Parenteau was on the trading block most of last season. I think they had a few deals in place for him, so the fact that he got traded isn't really shocking. I just think you would have gotten more. But again, what are they going to do with the cap room? It's a similar situation with Tampa Bay last night. Again, I can't reiterate the similarities between the two teams. Both had Vezina caliber goalies that kind of came out of nowhere for them, and a lot of young talent up front, and Tampa's case on defense as well. So, I think you're going to keep an eye on the situation with Colorado. I think their first priority is to re-sign Stastny and then get O'Reilly locked up, and then try to add a defenseman to that mix. But a lot of moving parts here. A lot of guys needing new contracts in the next couple years. So, the Joe Sakic and Patrick Roy are going to be doing some, big-time negotiating and a lot of posturing and, making necessary moves to keep this team, to help this team go from, being the young and exciting team to being a perennial contender in the Western Conference. So that's going to be a big jump, and I think, Sakic and Patrick Roy know more about hockey than I do, so we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, that's our episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Danny Briere for Parenteau trade. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the offseason and beyond. Later, guys.